I've just uploaded a video to address Jack and ask him a question. The question I'm asking him is whether he believes in hell or not. And I know what's going to happen. Or at least I've had enough of experience asking questions like that to know that it's likely that something like this might happen. Some smart aleck Christian will come in and start saying things like, "Oh, if you don't believe in God and if you don't believe in hell, why are you so obsessed with this?" I'll tell you why. An atheist like me, somebody, my kind of atheist, for want of a better word, is fascinated with these sort of things for a very similar reason that a doctor is fascinated with diseases. Okay, in the case of a doctor, it's his job. In the case of an atheist, it is more like a hobby maybe, or something like that, or just a keen interest. And I think it's partially in understanding the way the world works, and also a keen interest, I think, in my case, in human psychology. Now, I can see a lot of people will take umbrage with what I just said, because they will jump to the conclusion that I therefore conclude that belief is a mental illness. And I do not think that. Let me get that 100% straight here. I do not think that. It is an allegory, a metaphor. Okay? There is some correspondence there, doctors and diseases and atheists and belief, but there are also differences there. I do not consider belief to be a mental illness. I do, however, consider belief to be a quirk, at the very least, in rationality, or a rationality kink, or something like that. But that doesn't make somebody mentally ill. That doesn't make somebody crazy or anything like that. It's just that when it comes to rationality, certain things go out the window when belief comes into the question. But it fascinates me. I have to admit that. That sort of thing fascinates me. And just like a doctor isn't sick, an atheist isn't a believer. Even though a doctor is fascinated by disease, and an atheist is fascinated by belief. And then if you look at something like the nature of God or hell, some smart aleck might say like, "Oh, I know, really deep down inside you know that it really exists." I think even Jacob made some stupid video like that, where he claimed that atheists don't exist because I'm not sure, I didn't actually watch the video, but I guess because they turn against God, and you can't turn against something you don't believe in. That's nonsense. That is utter bunkum. It is not the thing itself. I'm not in any way concerned about what God might think of me, because I do not believe in your God. If you're a theist watching this, rest assured I do not believe in your God. If you're a theist watching this and you believe in some sort of hell, rest assured it's just a sad, nasty little fairy tale that people tell each other in order to scare the living daylights out of each other. Why they think that is funny, I don't know, but that's what it is. No, it's not the concepts themselves that bother me, or that fascinate me. It is what such concepts do to the people that harbor them. What happens to a person's personality when they believe in an omnipotent, omniscient God. What happens to a person's personality when they believe in a hell in which some people are going to be made to suffer eternally, or if they believe in a paradise from which some people are going to be excluded, or even most people are going to be excluded. what sort of nastiness goes on in somebody's brain if they choose to believe that. And I'm using the word choose quite deliberately, because everybody has a choice to believe or not believe in whatever they want. But somebody who believes that there are such things, that changes their outlook on life, it changes their outlook on other people, and how they perceive them, how they interact with them, how they judge them, and how they condemn them. And that is what I find fascinating. And that is what I am fighting against in cases like belief in hell, for example, which I feel is very, very unpleasant indeed.